Aloha and welcome back to Yama Studios. My name is Yama. I am a scalp micropigmentation practitioner here at Yama Studios, which is a paramedical tattoo clinic located on Oahu in Honolulu, Hawaii. Today, we are going to answer one of the most frequently asked questions about scalp micropigmentation, and that is, does scalp micropigmentation work for long hair? This question is a cousin to a couple different questions I've answered in a similar vein to this one, so I'm going to link those below as well. But I'm going to go into a little more depth about the type of hairstyles that are long that work for scalp micropigmentation. Now first, I think it is important to establish scalp micropigmentation works for everybody. And I do mean that when I say everybody. There is no specific hairstyle, skin color, gender that scalp micropigmentation is best for. It is a universal hair loss tool, and that's why it's so unique. So it's applicable for all different forms, phases, and types of hair loss. This can be used for alopecia, this can be used for scarring, it can be used for density treatments, for diffuse thinning. So a density treatment is basically where I would go through and add basically a layer of scalp micropigmentation in order to create a density and a thicker look to the hair. The point of this is to make sure your hair looks healthier, fuller, and just overall a little bit more volume and depth. So for scalp micropigmentation to work on long hair, there are no specific criteria. Scalp micropigmentation works best on healthy scalps. So if you have long hair and you have a specific spot, a specific scar, or localized thinning, it's really easy to add in some scalp micropigmentation and allow it to cover those things. The same is true if you have long hair with diffuse thinning. So let's say you have shoulder length hair, but you've lost a lot of hair volume. So you're looking for something to add density to your hair. That would be a perfect opportunity to do a scalp micropigmentation density treatment. And the point of this is to go through and just kind of make your hair look a little bit thicker, darker, and reduce the contrast between your scalp and your hair. Now, usually when you tend to lose hair all over, this can become a little more obvious, and scalp micropigmentation is perfect for going in there and targeting areas near the part or near certain problem areas. So you don't have to have short hair for that to work. Actually, it's best if you have longer hair if you need a density treatment. So there's two major applications of scalp micropigmentation. One of them is for density, as I mentioned, and the other one is for complete hairline reconstruction. If you have enough of a hairline and enough hair, you basically just need scalp micropigmentation to go through and make your hair look a little more dense and a little bit darker. However, if you're missing your front hairline and it's begun to recede, or your hair loss is localized to the top or back of your scalp, you're going to need a hairline reconstruction. And in this case, it's best to lean in, go ahead and buzz your head, and then allow scalp micropigmentation to kind of carry and bolster your existing hair. Now, there are certain long hairstyles that lend themselves well to scalp micropigmentation. I have mentioned this in another video, but one that I see fairly often are dreadlocks. If you have long dreadlocks can cause traction alopecia. And what that is where the weight and the tightness of the dreadlocks when you tighten them and over time can pull your hairline back. And this is actually common in both men and women. There's no specific gender that has more of a receding hairline due to dreadlocks. Now, traction alopecia can affect anybody. So this is true for any sort of style that's really tight, or people that have been wearing extensions or wigs or other installations where you see that over time the installation or wig has sort of pulled the hairline back. And that's where SMP can actually step in and really recreate the thickness of the hair, make it look darker, make it look healthier, make it look more full, and that's huge. So there's no specific hairstyle you need to have when you have long hair and one SMP. That said, there are some and certain cases that look a little bit better than others. And it's really hard to know what those are unless you come in and see someone and see what the best treatment for your specific hair situation. So that said, I hope this cleared up a little bit and kind of helped you to understand what sort of hairstyles look best with scalp micropigmentation, but also that it's really for everybody. It's a solution for everybody, not just people with really short hair, people with really long hair, or people with in-between hair. Everybody can have it, and everybody can gain some benefit from it. If you have a reoccurring concern about a certain hair loss issue, please come in and see me, and I would love to talk to you about how we can achieve and mitigate those worries for you, because scalp micropigmentation is truly something that can be life-changing. So I hope I answered your question, and then if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I will be answering more questions, and if you want more information on this topic, I've linked more videos that answer questions that are similar to this and maybe more applicable to your situation. Thank you so much for watching again and spending this time with me. If you have questions, feedback, comments, go ahead and drop those below. If you want to get in contact with me because you live in Hawaii or on Oahu and you want a consultation, you can get a hold of me through DMing me on Instagram, sending me a Facebook message, or contacting me through my website, which is yamastudios.co. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and have a great day. Aloha.